This story combines visual artistry and heartfelt narration to encapsulate the passionate romance of Cleopatra and Mark Antony, and a timeless tale of love and sacrifice. In ancient Egypt, the city of Alexandria sparkled like a jewel along the shores of the Mediterranean. With grand monuments, bustling markets, and curious minds, this was a place where ambition intertwined with dreams. Here, on the banks of the Nile, a timeless love story was about to unravel, one defined by passion, power, and peril. At the heart of this thriving city sat Cleopatra, a queen of extraordinary beauty and intellect. She wasn't just a ruler, she was a master strategist who understood the power of allure. With eyes that sparkled like emeralds and a voice that could charm an empire, she embodied grace and strength, ready to fight for her throne. Just across the sea in Rome, Mark Antony, the loyal general of Julius Caesar, was celebrated for his military prowess. Driven by ambition and the desire to forge powerful alliances, he traveled to Alexandria, intent on meeting the legendary queen. Little did he know that fate had a different plan in store, one that would challenge his heart and ambition. When Antony and Cleopatra met, the atmosphere crackled with electric tension. Their eyes locked, igniting a flame that neither could ignore. In that moment, amidst the sumptuous feast laid before them, they sensed a connection that transcended realms, two worlds colliding in passion. As days turned into weeks, their clandestine meetings multiplied, hidden away from prying eyes. Together, beneath the twinkling starlit skies, they laughed, shared dreams, and built a love that defied boundaries. Their souls intertwined, becoming inseparable forces of nature in a world intent on tearing them apart. But love in the ancient world came with dangers, especially for a queen and a general. The whispers of betrayal began to surround them, with enemies lurking in the shadows of their unions. In a world governed by power and control, their romance soon became a liability. As Antony's love for Cleopatra deepened, so too did the envy of those around him. Senators plotted, driven by jealousy and a thirst for power, hoping to dismantle the bond between the queen and their beloved general. Danger lurked around every corner, threatening to extinguish their passionate flame. Caught between love and loyalty to their people, Antony and Cleopatra faced their greatest challenge yet. Would they surrender to the pressures of ambition and power, or would they fight for the love that ignited their spirits? The weight of their decisions hung heavy in the air, mirroring their tumultuous emotions. The struggle culminated in the Battle of Actium, an epic clash for control that would determine their fate. Love turned to desperation as Antony fought valiantly for both his empire and the woman who had captured his heart. The roar of the sea mixed with battle cries, a symphony of chaos and fear. With defeat came despair. Antony returned to Cleopatra, his once fierce spirit now fragmented. Together they faced the harsh reality that their love might not survive the storm wrought by ambition and jealousy. As the weight of the world pressed upon them, Cleopatra made a heart-wrenching choice. A future without Antony was a fate worse than death. In a final act of defiance against her circumstances, she resolved to protect their love, regardless of the cost. In a moment of tragic beauty, Cleopatra chose to leave this world with her beloved. As she took her last breaths wrapped in Antony's arms, they transcended the boundaries of life, their hearts beating as one, a love story written in the stars. Even in their tragic end, their love resonated through the corridors of time. Two souls intertwined, teaching future generations that love, faced with insurmountable odds, is both a gift and an extraordinary battle. The echoes of Cleopatra and Antony would forever remain in the hearts of those who dared to love. Cleopatra became not just a queen but a symbol of defiance, passion and love. Her story inspired many, reminding the world that true love knows no bounds, and even the fiercest queens can have the gentlest hearts. Mark Antony, the brave general, is remembered not just for his battles but for his unyielding love for Cleopatra. Their tale is one of passion intertwined with tragedy, igniting imaginations and hearts even to this day. As generations pass, the story of Cleopatra and Antony continues to captivate hearts and minds. Their love has inspired countless works of art, literature, and film, reminding us that while time may pass, love remains eternal. In every love story, there is a lesson to love boldly and without fear. Cleopatra and Antony's tale teaches us that love has the power to break boundaries and unite hearts in ways that are beyond comprehension. As we reflect on who they were and the choices they made, we are reminded that love sometimes demands the greatest sacrifices. Yet, it is precisely these sacrifices that define the essence of what it means to truly love. In the grand tapestry of history, the threads of Cleopatra and Antony's scandalous love story weave a narrative rich in passion, conflict, and indomitable spirit. Their legacy remains a reminder that love's power knows no time, and that every heart has a story worth telling.